Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Tiff with Voices for Independence Fitness and Activities, here to share some more healthy recipes with you today. So today I have decided to make a sweet recipe for you. I know it's something I've been craving since I gave up sugar at the beginning of the year. That means processed sugar. This is going to be a delicious treat that's also packed with protein. This morning we are going to be making chia pudding. So bear with me. This is going to be a two-part series. I'll start the process. Now this is something that will need to be refrigerated for a couple hours, so I'll be back later to show you how to finish it up. But to get started, what you're going to need is two separate bowls, because I'm making a chocolate peanut butter, what could be better, combination chia pudding. So for this, what we're going to do in the first bowl, and there's lots of different types of chia puddings out there. I just chose this one because this is two of my favorite flavors. So to get started, I need a tablespoon. And what we're going to do is we are going to add 5.5 tablespoons. I'm going to have to add a little more because I only have a half a tablespoon here of chia seeds. So we're going to add that right to a bowl. These are a great source of protein and fiber. Woo! 10.5. So that's 5.5 tablespoons of chia seeds. They're going to go right in the bowl. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some almond milk to them, and they'll absorb all the almond milk and expand to a nice soft texture. So what we're going to want to do to this is add 1 1/3 cup of almond milk, or whatever milk you have, right to the chia seeds. And we're going to pour that right in ever so carefully, 1 1/3 cup. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder or cacao. That's what I have here. It's unsweetened. So we're going to add 1/4 cup of that. Again, we're adding everything right to the bowl. I would recommend using a little bit bigger bowl than I have, but my choices were this or giant bowls. So I was trying to think of the best space-saving bowl for my refrigerator, and this is what I came up with. And then we're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple. That's our sweetener, and this is pure maple syrup, folks. So we're still staying away from the processed sugars, and we're using all natural sweeteners. You definitely want to go with a pure maple syrup. So I'm going to go with 1.5 tablespoons since it said 1 to 2. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla right to this as well. I have my pure vanilla extract, and I'm going to put that in. And then lastly, you can add a pinch of salt if you so desire. I'm going to forego that step, and I'm just going to whisk this up ever so gingerly as not to make a mess. Again, remember, it's going to take a moment or two of whisking to incorporate that baking cocoa, especially if your almond milk is cold right out of the refrigerator. It's not a big deal because this does have to go in the refrigerator, so you can check it periodically during the refrigeration time and whisk it up more. As you can see, being that it's cold, it's not going to really mix in. The powdered cocoa will not really mix in well at this point. But as it thickens up, it'll be much easier to whisk it in. So just work with it a little bit and you'll be good to go. But before I put that away, I'm going to whisk it a little more, but I'm going to show you the second step because this is a layered dessert. So in this bowl, we are going to add a little less chia seed this time. We're only going to do 2.5 tablespoons. Chocolate's going to be the main layer, and this is going to be a smaller layer. I probably should have swapped my bowls up, but hindsight is 20/20. Isn't that what they say? All right, so here is that, and my recipe just shut off on me. Let me get that back up real fast. Sorry about that, folks. Have to love technology. All right, so to the chia, we are going to add more almond milk like we did the first time, and this time we're only going to add 2/3 of a cup. So I am going to, here we go, add 2/3 a cup of the almond milk to the chia seed. And then to this, you're also going to add 1 tablespoon of maple. Let me get my maple out. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated here. Okay, here's my maple. Let me get my tablespoon. We're going to add that in, and then you will want to do the same thing with your peanut butter. You're going to add your peanut butter to this, a pinch of cinnamon, and then we're going to whisk it up once again. What you're going to do at this point, I got to grab my peanut butter, I'll do that. But once you whisk it up, you're going to take your 2 bowls of your chia, and we're going to let this sit in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours, or you can go as long as overnight if you want. When they are done, I'll show you what we're going to do next. So we are going to cut away for the time being. I'll be back later today to show you how to finish your chia pudding. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Stay tuned later to see how it turns out. Thanks, guys.